The breath is so important to living a healthy life.
It's the foundation of our well-being, our connection with the cosmos, with everything.
I'd say it's a connection to ourself and our deeper self, and then the further deep you go, the more interconnected you come with nature, your fellow man, and yeah, like you said, the cosmos. So as far as breathing goes, I think people just don't know of it enough as a tool for them to use in times of stress, in times where they need to relax, in times where they're going through something. If you just know how to breathe properly and you feel some kind of anxious feeling coming on, just kind of closing your eyes, taking 10 deep breaths, letting that oxygen flush through your body, it causes a bit of an altered state that allows you to kind of reassess the information that is going through your brain. What do you think?
I think that's absolutely true. A lot of people know it's good to breathe long and deep, but everybody, I think, at one point or another has to own your breath, recognize you get longevity when you strengthen the relationship. And the big thing too, as yogis, we're aware that breathing with intention and doing different breathwork techniques brings the spinal fluid into the brain to balance emotional clarity, logic, all these different things in this high functioning system that is fueled by the breath.
Right. I mean, there's breathing while you're exercising, breathing during meditation, breathing during yoga, breathing during just normal moments in life, knowing when to call upon your breath, knowing that it's a tool at all times. One big popular breathing technique out right now is the Wim Hof breathing technique. It's where you're just bringing as much oxygen into the body as you physically can. You're taking big breaths, releasing about 80% of that, not fully getting it all out, not fully expanding it all out, because you want to keep building the oxygen in the body to that point that you have a nice breath hold at the end, and you hold that, and you're going to feel pretty much an effect of stimulation, lights. Some people will think that it's like they're getting dizzy or like they're lightheaded, but if you actually know what to look for in this experience, like it is the start of an altered state, the start of nearly a visionary experience. You have to stay centered in that and be kind of, and that's part of what it does, is by quote unquote making you dizzy, it centers you in seeing what you are, and that you're just like this human that's going through something, instead of taking everything so personally, and so it gives you that little bit of mental distance. And I don't think you're dizzy. I think that's just like the initial form of coming to learn how the breath works. And then once you kind of get a foundation with it, that dizziness thing stops happening.
Yeah, with practice and everything. And the effects it has on the parasympathetic nervous system are astounding.
Right. It causes relaxation.
Reduced inflammation.
It alkalinizes the blood as well.
Yep.
Balancing the pH, and this, optimizes pretty much the pH of blood that you're operating on, thus just giving you a more healthy and centered foundation to be pretty stable at a nice little baseline. So whenever you're feeling stressed, like whenever you just want to meditate or have some mental exploration, calling upon your breath is something that we really think people need to know about. So there's a couple of types of breathing. There's holotropic breathing. There's the Wim Hof breathing technique, if you want to look these up. And then there's Kundalini Yoga, which teaches pranayama, which pranayama is breath control. There's a lot of different breathing techniques that you can learn in Kundalini Yoga, in pranayama. And also there's just kind of meditation breathing techniques, things just like these kind of like cyclical breaths, or like square or triangle patterns. Yeah, go ahead.
4-stroke breath. So like the 4-stroke is one of my favorites. You're sniffing in 4 times. You can do it through the mouth if you're not wanting to go through the nose. So on that fourth sniff in, the navel's completely filled up, and then as you exhale, it's 4 sniffs out, and you're completely emptied. And Matt had mentioned pranayama. I just want to go to the root word prana. That alone, that Sanskrit word, translates to life force energy. So it's like when you're aware, like, oh my gosh, I am controlling my life force energy. You start to get more in tune with everything.
Right. For some people, I think it's pretty hard to conceptualize life force energy. I know that it has kind of been tainted by like the new age movement and stuff, and people kind of think of it as airy-fairy a bit. But I think that essentially what it is it's the essence of life.
Yes.
It's just, it allows life. It means that is what life force energy, I mean, it's meaning it can contain life. So oxygen realizes it's just one kind of gas that we're breathing in. Like there's all kind of gases you can breathe in. It is a gas that we're running low on, even in the world, but that's why we need more trees. We need to stop cutting down trees. We need to learn how to control our breath. We need to breathe deeper and slower. So it's just like the container of life.
Yeah, it's literally, you can just say, what's my well-being? Where's my prana right now?
Right. Yeah, like
same thing,
being able to call back to your breath at all times is what pranayama is about. That means you're not getting as swayed by the emotional current, that we all deal with. You're able to kind of center and look at things from a very balanced place. So breathing is awesome. Everyone look into connecting with your breath. Look into pranayama, kundalini yoga, Wim Hof, holotropic breathing. All these things are
find
super,
what works best.
Yeah, super great technologies for the modern era. So, yeah, it's been great. It's been great talking about the breath with you, man.
Stay tuned up. Keep breathing.
We're going to keep breathing over here.
Inhale, exhale. Peace and love.
Later. Find this and more at sheathunderwear.com.